This is the official last update for my 4th annual homeless care package project. If you watched my last video, you know that I have handed out all of our bags, so now I'm just back for some final things and a recap. If this is your first time seeing me, I do an annual homeless care package project where I fundraise money via social media to create 48 homeless care package backpacks full of necessities to give out to those in need. My goal for this year was to raise $2,000 just so we could beat last year's $1,900, but ultimately my goal is to just get all of our necessity items, which we did. However, we did raise over $1,500 this year. We did spend just over $1,600, so we did come up a little bit short, but overall, this was still a success because we were able to get all of our bags filled, packed, and given out. If you are interested in reading the full recap, you can go you know where to read the full recap of this project. Now, even though it's the end of January, I do still try to do the project within the new year, so on schedule, our project would be starting later on this year. However, I do have a question for you. One of my goals is to always try to get all of our backpacks packed and handed out before the end of the year, and I have yet to be able to do that. And honestly, this project is very labor intensive, and coming into the holidays, especially in December when it's so crazy, has just been proven to be very challenging. So I thought that I was kind of countering that by doing donations October and November instead, but now I'm in a dilemma where I need to pick how I'm gonna do our 5th annual project. I am thinking of 2 options. One of my options is to start another month earlier, so we would collect donations September and October, and then we would pack bags in November and then hand them out in November or early December. The other option is to start after December in January. That would mean that we'd be starting this project almost a year from now in 2026, even though it would be the 5th annual project and technically 2025 project. Aside from that, when I was handing out the bags, I was talking with a lady who was volunteering there, and she did make a good point that a lot of times people are in the giving mood around the holidays, so those in need are often well taken care of. But then after the holidays, all of that support kind of just drops off and they're forgotten. She said that she thought that it might be a good idea to start after the holidays, kind of once all of that has passed, which is a very good point. If you've been with me since the beginning, you know I started this project because I live in Connecticut, it's very cold, and I wanted people to have things to keep them warm during the winter, which is why getting sweatshirts and winter bundles and thermal blankets is so crucial to our project. It is also still cold in January and February, so I don't think the weather is much of a factor, but one of my main concerns is, are people going to donate if it's after the holidays? If it's before the holidays, you're kind of already in that jive of buying things, gifts, and kind of, in that giving season. If we start it in January instead, are people going to be post-holiday spent and be less likely to donate? Personally, I think I'm leaning more towards just starting a month earlier in September, but you let me know because I'm very undecided, and ultimately I want to do whatever is best to get the best outcome, get the most people involved, and of course receive the most donations. Let me know what you think. Do you think that we should start in September, or do you think we should start in January? Every year I always get comments of people saying they wish they could do something like this in their cities, or asking where I get certain items of ours. So as always, I have created a full item list that includes every single item that we included in our backpacks and is fully clickable. So the full item list, you can click on any item on there and it will bring you to wherever I ordered or purchased it from, and then you can have everything that you do need. The only thing the item list does not have clickable is the bottles of water and the HCPP note that I put in every bag. If you are interested in downloading the item list and having this, whether you want to just look at it because you're curious or you want to do something like this in your communities, you know where to go to get the item list. You will also be able to go there and join our mailing list on emails. I only email maybe 5 times in the year since this project is only a portion of the year, but that way you can stay up to date on any announcements or news or things that are coming, just in case social media is somehow gone. If you would like to continue your support of this project by getting a little sweatshirt or even a t-shirt with our logo on it, drop a comment, shoot me a DM on our Facebook page at CTHCPP, and let me know. You can get a crew neck like the one that I am wearing. We could do a little pocket logo with a full size in the back or without, or we could do just a full size on the front and back. Of course, all profits that are made from these shirts will be going towards our next year's project. So that is a way that you will be able to support in the meantime if you would like. So feel free to reach out if that's something that you are interested in. And lastly, if you have made it this far, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This project would not be possible to this extent without about you guys, whether you watched videos, liked, commented, shared, discussed it with a friend, or donated. All of it does not go unnoticed. All of it helps, and all of it is very supportive, and I appreciate it more than I can even put into words. Oh, this officially wraps up our 4th annual homeless care package project. Thank you so much for coming on this year's journey with me, and I hope to see you back later on this year or January next year when we do our 5th annual project.